My nephew is a psychopath, but my sister is too blind to see it. It started out with small things. My nephew, who's only 10, would lie without a hint of remorse, and I'm not talking about small fibs. Once, he convinced his teacher that his dog had died just to get out of doing a project. He'd laugh when people got hurt and seemed to enjoy scaring other kids, but my sister brushed it off as a phase. I tried to bring up some of his stranger behaviors to her, but she'd just wave it away, insisting he was just expressive and creative. Then last month, he showed up at my house and asked if I wanted to see something cool in his backpack. I opened it up, and what I saw made my stomach drop. Inside was a collection of dead birds he'd carefully wrapped in plastic. When I asked him why he'd collected the birds, he just gave me a blank stare and said, "I like watching them stop moving." He said it in the same tone you'd use to talk about a favorite toy, with this twisted curiosity in his eyes. I told him we needed to call his mom, and he just shrugged, as if it was no big deal. I called my sister immediately, hoping this would be the wake-up call she needed. But when she arrived, she was completely unfazed. She laughed it off, saying that he was probably trying to be a scientist. I asked her if she understood how serious this was, but she dismissed me, saying I was overreacting and that he was just exploring. I realized then that she was in deep denial. She genuinely couldn't see that something was wrong. Over the next few weeks, things got worse. He started following animals around, scaring them until they were cornered and terrified, and when he'd catch them, he'd bring them to show me with this eerie sense of pride. I kept trying to talk to my sister, even suggesting a therapist, but she kept saying I was being dramatic. Finally, one day, I got a call from her, panicked. Apparently, he'd gotten into a fight at school, and while most kids would just push or yell, he had pinned another student to the ground and was eerily calm about it. She sounded scared, like she was finally seeing what I'd been seeing all along.